Just once, that win came against Bechem United here when they won by 3-2. They've gone on to draw games against Aduana South. They've drawn against in their all-white jerseys, Caribbean colors, with red socks to match here at the Accra Sports Stadium. He gets to choose where Hatsoboku will play from. At the bio, and his charges will do the kickoff. So we are good to go now. Benjamin Sefa signals the two teams into action. If you just joined, this is our coverage of the Ghana Premier League match day. Minutes now. Benjamin Ejari. It goes wide. It's a goal kick.
Listen, it's not a bad time and high to get to it.
At the bio, pickpocket Ejari. Good save from goalkeeper Atta. And the Phobians
Ejari
get the ball out.
Ejari panicked because of this error. You can't take your eye off the ball when you're playing against Adebayo. He's so sharp, he's so quick. As it comes, a long one over the top by Ejari. Flicked on by Fatal Mohammed. And Esso's first touch there with the head. Going past his man, you could feel that there was a little notch in the back. Was that enough? I think it was enough for a penalty. Take a look at the hand.
What teams are yet to create any meaningful goal scoring opportunities? Fatal would want to put 1-2 for Larry. Can he get across? Yes, he does. Asinki with a very, very important interception.
Larry, who was running onto it, and he had enough space and time to steady himself, and he was just going across the face of goal with that low cross.
Fatal swings one in. Afutu's header just over the top.
See, that was a coming together of the two big men there. The two of them, nobody really communicates. It's almost like Ejari was defending against Afutu there. You wonder if there was no Ejari.
Very attacking-minded right back who can exploit those spaces. Mohamed Zakari. He's got a Buka behind him. Puts 1-2 for Adebayo. Adebayo against Mohamed Al Hassan. He goes past Mohamed Al Hassan. Would it be the first goal? Samuel Ama.
We just spoke about it, Nana. There you see Ovuka there, who was galloping forward. He didn't get the ball coming through to him. And there you see Adebayo all on his own. I mean, Mohamed Hassan does well. He tries to come in the space for Vuka. Now leaves it for Vuka. And that communication between the two of them doesn't go down well because Mohamed Hassan thinks Ovuka is going to take care of Adebayo. Ovuka also thinks that Hassan is going to take care of him. But he beats the two of them. Look at the show of strength there. Hassan just can't deal with him. But the composure to pick this pass and that finish is in confidence.
So he's been involved in slowing down the pace of the game at this stage. Puts one through. Would this be the equalizer? Brilliant reaction from Gideon Ayinkra from Benjamin Afutu's attempt. That was pretty close
for Afutu running through. Nobody picking up Afutu as he's making that move into the 18-yard box. It breaks kindly to him. Koji will claim an assist for that, but that was a kind fall for Afutu. But that is a good read by the goalkeeper to step off his line at Hinkran and get enough from that one and block the space for Afutu.
Just back kill, but the ball had already crossed the line. It's over. First down, Inter Allies lead Hatsoboku by 1-0. It's been an interesting first down. Beautiful exchanges. 13 Inter Allies lead from the first half. It was 1-0 and the 1-0, and the Phobians will be hoping for some positive reaction in the second half. No changes to the teams that started the first half, but here is Kofi Koji right in the box of Inter Allies. Early indication of what they intend to do. Austin's header, no problem for Gideon, but it was too straight and direct.
Enough on that one, but that was a bright start from Accra Hatsoboku. What a start that would have been. Had that found the back of the net. There you see the ball coming through, and then it's slightly behind us, so you have to manufacture or generate enough power and pace on the header. Just not, you know, right through the middle for the goalkeeper there. But that
good work from Esso. He goes past Richard Aqua into the box. Jordan Esso. This was a down.
Or he wasn't giving it at all. But for Inter Allies, they can't be protesting it. Esso just gets past his man without stepping back. Quite clearly looking for it.
Premier League is impressive after 13 matches.
Impressive.
Banya, a free year. Frank Aqua touched the ball.
I mean, he's not even protesting, but that was a good ball through the channel for him, Banya. Take the shots right there.
Frank Aqua touched the ball.
Frank Aqua just nicked the ball off him. He nicked the ball off him first. Right there, you thought, just when he was about to pull the trigger, was when he nicked the ball.
You can't ask too much from the referee. Good decision.
Fantastic
brilliant
decision.
Score.
No contact
in the NC competition. Ovuka! Hasselhoff will make an equalizer. Yes, they do. And the Phobians.
So Bonavuca's ball in there was such a teasing one to deal with. So many bodies in front of the goalkeeper. I just couldn't get it clearly, and it breaks kindly for Moa Hassan, who still had to get the ball through bodies and manages to do that and finds the back of the net. And around the stadium, it's resonating that these guys, they never
Hassan. Ovuka sends a cross in. I think he comes out, did not get ahead to it. It was a handball against Fad Ibrahim. That's the pass.
And that is the incident again. The Kofi Koji makes himself a nuisance in there. And collects another handball, comes off someone around the chest of Fad.
So we get a second look.
Yeah, no handball in the great call. But
training with Bokan for so many months. So, the first whistle go. That's the end of this game. It's been thrilling, it's been entertaining.